Hey Sagittarius, my apologies for being gone so long. My sun sign is in Aries, so my triggers and instincts are in Aries, and it's been like 5-6 weeks of nothing but absolutely body on fire triggers, and too many of my key elements are in water, and so when I get triggered, I basically heavily, I'm at the bottom of the ocean for quite a while and doing a lot of work to transmute, right? Like to do whatever the triggers are doing, yes, on purpose. So here I am, 3 weeks later, but I didn't want to just skip over a reading. I wanted to capture this energy for you as well. I took the timeline off of the other readings because they were intended to be for the first half of May, but they will now stand for the whole of May. I have a few huge things, extremely huge things that need to be finished up right now, and that's why it's not that I don't know how to maintain a schedule. I run my own cleaning business. I always show up for my clients exactly when I'm supposed to, but it's just my guides have me working on it's just build year. We have to just keep trucking along, and whoever has the patience to stick with me, bless you, thank you. And so I went and got Pamela Coleman Smith, the Centennial Edition, and I have a really lovely story to go with that really shocked and surprised me, but I'm going to skip over it for now. I've pulled out Alana Fairchild's Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck to capture, because it's a Chinese painter with Tibetan scenes. I put his information in the description, and I love the energy off of it. I've worked with it personally for over a year now, but there's a lot of Taurus. There's so many bison, buffalo in these paintings that it carries excellent Taurus energy and some Aries energy obviously as well, right? So now I just want to say Jupiter is still, it's not in Pisces like everybody says. It's actually in Aquarius. If you get Stellarium or Sky Safari, the app for your phone, or if you go to Stellarium on your desktop, you can see where everything actually is. The sun entered, it passed over the midpoint between Aries and Taurus on the 10th, thereabouts. And Mercury and Venus are still in Taurus as well. Mars is in Gemini. But yeah, no, Jupiter is not in Pisces. That is tropical placements, and that is not, it's accurate to the seasons of the signs, but it's not accurate to the actual placements of the planets and the stars. So we have to like layer these things together, like I do in my pink spider birth charts. Okay, so I just wanted to say that Sagittarius, this card in particular, these scenes are, it's a Chinese painter, but the scenes are in Tibet. If I didn't say that properly enough before. When I was pre-shuffling, this card came out. I believe this card came out for Gemini as well, which is so interesting because Gemini is directly across from you, Sagittarius, of course. And we have your lunar eclipse coming up, yes? Your strawberry moon lunar eclipse. And that time last year, I felt it was very much my own. I do have, my first house goes all the way through Sagittarius, but it starts heavily in Scorpio, so I tend to be stuck with Scorpio problems. But okay, so I'm gonna hold this up to the camera. I'll get a few more cards. Maybe I'll get one more card off to start off with, but then we'll get into the tarot, and then we'll go back and read these as affirmations or clarifications after we go through the tarot. Okay, so let's just hold this up, and I'll get the focus on it. So you got this fabulous, see, there's your moon. It's not pink, but it's a moon, and it's gonna get eclipsed soon, but that's just your high priestess energy holding court. Oh, gorgeous. Look at those gorgeous beasts, and all that water snaking through the land. But yeah, I'll take a still of this for the thumbnail. And let's just get our focus back. Okay, very good. So let's set her up. I'm sure we'll get a few more. by the end. Okay, so let's just shuffle for a minute here. Breathe into the cards. See where you're at. See where you're at. Anything else I can think of to say? No. I'm just going to take a moment here. Alright, for Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius also, though, I should say, probably have a Scorpio sun. You probably do. Unless you're born in the last few days of the Sagittarius season. And even that I'm starting to wonder about. Alright. Now, I put this as Capricorn energy. What do we have at the bottom? Interesting. High Priestess. Okay. Further to this lunar eclipse, right? Can we see her there if I put it there? Okay. Further to this, right. Fool in reverse as well. So I take this as career energy, Capricorn energy. It follows hard upon. Now, everybody else put it as Virgo, but I match the energies of the card to the houses. Okay? It just doesn't make any sense to me to make the philosopher mystic living in his little hole in the mountain. He is not the guy you go to for commerce. Okay? And expertise on, you know, how to win over markets. You go to Capricorn for that. And so we have this entrepreneur, but this person, shall we say, who's proving herself to everyone else, right? The market is provable, it's there, the money's coming in, or let's say you're in a career situation where you work for someone, but it's all set, you are at the top of your game, you're getting paid what you're worth, beyond, you know, the top end. But yeah, you're proving yourself to everybody else. So this is taking us back to the 8 of proving yourself to yourself. So something in career energy or reputation energy. Yes, and with this High Priestess in reverse, your moon energy, your conscience, but your intuition, obviously. Now, has a truth been revealed, or is something being kept? Something's being kept. Something is... Oh, I'm covering it up with my hand. I'm sorry. Lovers. Okay, so there's a truth. This to me is a truth card and ethics card. Because if you get into the Adam and Eve story and the truth behind that story and what it did to the African prophetesses, who were also the Delphi oracles, then you understand that it's a smear campaign. Plus the fact that there's an excellent book called The Bibles from Arabia, or The Bible Came from Arabia by Camille Salibi, a Lebanese scholar, and it's very scholarly work. And, you know, so there's just stuff that's like only 2 references in a vast array of references. So for me, this is, in this deck in particular, I have other decks, like the Tattoo Tarot, the Lover's card is just a straight up, you know, Lover's card. It doesn't have any of these references in it. It just has a couple being passionate. You could see it as, I mean, and this is an echo, obviously, of the Devil card. So there could be interference. It's divine timing. Something is off. Something is off obviously between 2 people. Obviously between 2 people. Okay. Further to the High Priestess. Now I take the Empress as High Priestess energy manifesting in the down and dirty things on Earth. Right? who could ever dare to think that the High Priestess could get pregnant, right? Who would she liaise with? But, you know, she's High Priestess. Yeah, we can take this as archetypal energy. We could say that there's possibly a mother involved. But for me and what I would come to an understanding with my guides in terms of efficiency's sake and how to read cards the way that they're going to communicate to me, this is more to do with basically Grandmother Spider, Kali, Kuan Yin, whoever we take as divine, Mother Earth, Gaia energy, right? And divine timing. So what she's doing in your life. So now she is... Okay, well, I had to go stop and recharge the battery and do some other things for a while because I overcharged my other battery and it can't charge anymore and I got to order some new ones. So we took some time. Sagittarius is what we did. And I'm guessing that that's part of the story. Taking some time. So we have this Empress in reverse. We have so much in reverse. We have everything in reverse. Is there anything that should be upright? Let's find out. Or is it just before we... Okay, I've got something slapping. Oh, Hierophant in reverse too. Let's just put... Okay. No. Let's just... Okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is quite the situation. What the hell? Okay, I've got Gemini energy. Okay, this has, okay. Like I said, we need to be careful. Didn't I say we need to be careful with this lunar eclipse coming up? Got Gemini. This for me is Gemini energy. I know others would put it as Libra, but for me, and it's echoing this Gemini energy. This Gemini, we got, okay, Gemini, Taurus, but also Libra. But crowning is the career energy. So High Priestess here is holding back from manifesting in your life on purpose. There's something that you need to do yourself. You need to prove yourself to yourself in the detail work. We go back to those Eight of Pentacles. You can't prove yourself to everyone else if you haven't proven yourself to yourself, because the detail work is missing. Devil's in the details. Devil's in the details. There's a truth that you don't know. There's a sort of truth right here. It's a painful truth, but it's here. And it needs to be known. It needs to be known. What is the truth about? Triggers, instincts, family, a child, Leo, birth. Sun is sideways, 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 sideways. I mean, of course, happiness is sideways. But there are, for me, Sun is instincts and triggers. So you're torn between instincts and triggers. And there's probably materializing, like there's a manifesting kind of this energy of striking out on your own when you want to be connected. There could be, yes, there could be some codependency. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is rushing in. That has everything to do, get this out of the, it's blocking the view. Everything to do with this sword of truth. Somebody had something to say. And I mean, it might be you, because I would put this as Libra energy. Some would put it as Aquarius energy. Well, everybody else would put it as Aquarius energy, but I put it as Libra. So, something to do with, obviously, this sort, he's carrying this sort of truth. He's coming in fast. Coming in fast. If I mean, I could put him over here and he's leaving fast. Is the Knight of Swords past or present? Wow. Past. This is more, this is the same house as this. This is, so you either put it as Aquarius, or but I put it as Libra. Okay, so something didn't happen. Some safe passage, some peace of mind, some revelation hasn't happened. So this sort of, yes, because this sort of truth. And we have a 6, which is the double of 3. And this leads back to the 5 of Swords, that necessary change. The necessary change of thinking, of knowing, of speaking, of communicating, of understanding. So whatever it is, and this could be to do with self, right? The Sun, insofar as 5, 6, 7 of Wands are concerned. What to do about it? What is Sagittarius supposed to do with all of this? The King of Swords isn't speak. Okay, so now he's not speaking. Okay. Sorry, the camera cut out. Okay, so here's you. I hope it caught that flipping out, because it flipped out. So I have a difference between, okay, so this Queen of Wands doesn't have a plan. Mirroring this, absolutely, this 9 of Pentacles. She also doesn't know, I mean, this cat brings her all kinds of information, right? She has the plan, but she doesn't have the plan. And now, I mean, she gets, I don't want to automatically assume that she's being a mean person because she's in reverse. I think this is you, because you are Queen of Wands. You are 10th house. Although I'm tempted to put Aries as a true mutable, like almost the real 12th house. I'm tempted to go that way, and Taurus being the first house. That's kind of what I'm tempted to do. But and then that would make you fixed Earth, and that would make Leo cardinal fixed Earth. Of course, yes, absolutely. Now I'm classifying fire as Earth. Awesome. No, fixed fire, and that would make Leo cardinal fire. Because I just love changing it all, don't I? No, I'm looking scientifically at behaviors matching. You know, I'm a math person, and so if this is all numerology, then it better be accurate math. Yeah, okay, so let's say your fire energy. Your fire is in limbo. And you're not sure what you want. You're not sure what you want. No, no, no. I don't, is this, I feel like this is another person. That's what I feel like. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I take the Tower as Uranus energy, but if you want to take it as Pluto energy, but I take it as Uranus energy. There's a thinking, there's a... something was built up on purpose and it needed to change. Some level of awareness. We're leveling up, but it's suspended. It's suspended because of these instincts and triggers, but it's meant to be suspended. To go either, well, to go either way, I guess you don't really want to get, you don't want to unknow a thing. But this truth, what the heck happened with this truth? Did it come too fast? I mean, we're up against it. It's prison planet. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I count this as Virgo energy. Again, because I do that thing with earth and air energies. So, necessary change. Okay, so further to that cold, being out in the cold, feeling out in the cold. We have this institution as well. Remember that Hierophant that was popping out in reverse? And here we have, you know, something the Hierophant belongs to. And it's pushed you out. So that's the truth is connected to that then. The truth is connected to some sort of governing thought system. Because here we have that change, that necessary change. That's 6 leading back to the 5. Here we have the 5 where it's manifesting. Like, see this 5? This is totally echoing this Empress, this High Priestess. Because there's a certain amount of... what follows this is the 6 of Pentacles. Yes, the 6 of Coins, which I take to be a free will card. The fair exchange between you and God in this material world. The give and take between spiritual work and physical manifestation. You know, like the practical, meeting your physical needs work, right? And answering to things like what the structures that the Hierophant represents. But to reach that understanding between you and God and between you and guides of what that fair exchange is, right? That give and take between your free will and your soul. Like, I mean, I would say, you know, we can only have so much free will because we didn't invent this universe, right? We don't have control over this universe. So because we don't understand the whole context, we don't have access to the whole universe. Therefore, we don't understand the whole context. And if you don't understand the whole context, you can't exercise free will. Because you don't know enough of the big picture. And you don't have the means. You are stuck. Like a child, right? And so, in order to grow into understanding, and I'm not saying that's a good thing. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think it's fair. And so my God is not an all-powerful God. So, but in order to understand your God and your guides, and for them to feel fairly understood, and so that you know what you're getting from them, right? She has to pull back. It's time for her to pull back, so that you need to do that 8 of Pentacles, Devils in the Detail work of figuring out, pursuing problem solving. Like this is for me is Virgo energy, so it's that 6th house of problem solving, doing the hermit work. And then you're like, okay, and it's deciding for yourself. It's deciding for yourself what your ethics are. So this change of, yes, this Uranus energy that's coming in, for me it's Uranus, it's coming in and it's saying, yeah, it's time. It's time. Sorry, I'm not going to do this the gentle way. There's no gentle way to do it. So Uranus came in through this person with this truth, okay? And it's over. It's done. Uranus doesn't repeat himself. Boom. And this safe passage didn't happen. And this heartbreak happened. And this sort of truth is just stuck right there. It's just stuck there. But what does it lead to? So what do you do with it? You go back to it, review it, accept it, deny it. What are you supposed to do with it, Sagittarius? Be guided. Pisces, I know Tarot Victoria loves to consider this as a Virgo card as well. So let's calculate that into this. Yes, it's crossing this 5 of Pentacles. It's crossing all of this. It's also this 9 leading back to this 8 is echoing the 8 of Pentacles work. So guides. Spirit guides. This is Pisces. This is 12th house. This is legacy work. No. 11th house is legacy. That's Aquarius. But Pisces is the muse and the prophet. That crazy, psychedelic, creative kind of work. Yeah? And that's the kind of work. This 9, this career stuff is leading back to this creative muse work. And no wonder, I mean, that's going to put a fire out. No question. No question. So this truth came in that has everything to do with psychic work. And this lunar eclipse, yeah, there's so much to say about this. Right. Yep. Let me get the fridge. How does this stuff go wrong is what I'd like to know. Is it just that it happens too fast before we're ready? But here we have, like, they came out sideways, right? So there's you as Queen of Pentacles. Here's the water energy that I'm talking about. It moves through all the water houses. Yes, it starts in Cancer. It's Cancerian, but you see it's in balance. Ooh, a nice Masonic black and white dualism, and that's not the truth. And there's where's all the gray, right? But you know the yin-yang stuff that you need to balance. The masculine, feminine, there, they. But it starts in... It's a 7. It's a transformation card. It's a 7, but it's victory. But it's balance. It's progress. It's moving through, right? So just like this knight moved through, gone. So this chariot's going to be you, and the chariot is how you become your Queen of Pentacles, is through harnessing, yes, the water energy, the psychic energy, working with your guides. Knowing your guides, and that's divine timing there. So let's put those as a positive. Let's put that as an affirmation there. Is there anything else we want to say in tarot before we go to the oracle? Yep. Now I mentioned I fudged up and I mentioned Aquarius legacy energy, and it was like in terms of Pisces, and Pisces isn't legacy. Here's a legacy card. Here's the mastermind card. Okay, I know everybody's like 10 swords in the back and start over a new page and all that. But really, I mean, in terms of air energy and thinking energy, this is absolute mastermind thinking. Exhaustion. Probably emotional exhaustion. Your fire's out. Take these in the upright, this in the upright. Look at all this. Yeah, look at that's exhaustion. That's exhaustion. The triggers. The triggers, the triggers, the triggers, the unhappiness. Exhaustion. Exhaustion. Yes. Exhaustion, exhaustion. So, Magician, High Priestess, exhaustion, because we have to go back and we have to do more work and we don't want to do more work. You'd already got to the 9, so what the heck. However, this problem, this underlying truth that just is bringing that Tower. This brings this. Yes. So, there's a lot of independent energy here. And so there might be a relationship that's suffering. Is there a relationship? I mean, there's always relationships that are going to suffer. Absolutely, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And there's interference. There's interference. There's also codependency. Because I said it before. Okay. The strength of you. Yes. What did I say about independent? Are you doubting your ability to heal or recover? There's nothing that has fundamentally damaged your spirit, your will, or your heart. No matter how broken those parts of you may feel at times, they've only ever been broken to heal stronger. Evil breaks you to break you. They have not been broken beyond repair and never will be. Now that much is true. Because the devil can only break you to break you, but you can't... you are infinite. You are infinite. And so he just slows shit down. He makes it hurt. They make it hurt. However many. And then acting through people. Acting through people. So that might be why this had to happen fast. Just to because there's no time. You can't do things. Some things God and guides can work through extremely patiently with us slowly over time, right? But in terms of, and some revelations therefore come slowly, carefully, because they have to be clever, they have to be sneaky, they have to get it in, they have to hack the system, get it in. And that might be why this happened so fast, is because it had to slide in and slide out before it could get caught, right? And interfered with and stopped. That's one thought. That's how I often experience things, and that's how I had to waken up to and get smart about. If I compare it to being in a lawsuit or something like that, and boom, stuff happens fast and you have to get information. In my crime investigations, my murder investigations, yes, stuff, I have to drop everything and go follow them when they say, and even in the wee hours, it's the last thing you want to do, and you had planned on sleeping that night, right? Nope. They're like, no, it's here and now, and you have to get it here and now, or it's gone. it's gone. And keep the evidence, because, and don't just keep the link to a website, because the website can be made to disappear. So you take screenshots, all that stuff. Time sensitive. Something was time sensitive. It came through when it could, and they knew, they know, because we have her, she knows. This is upside down on purpose. She knows, right? Everything has to pause at some point when when it's workable for you to go back and reflect on what made through, but that couldn't be processed at the time because it had to come through fast. It had to come through fast. I don't know, like, I'm just getting these actions coming through me. And so, yes, anything. Let's see if there's another oracle. Let's see. Okay, a couple of oracles for Sagittarius. I'll hold them up to the camera. Let's get it in focus here. On solid footing, not flying as they are in many of the other paintings. Okay. Now is the time. Now is the time to be open to what will be. Embrace your destiny, beloved. It is calling you forward, even whilst it is hurtling towards you. Your time is now. It would certainly seem so. It would certainly seem so. Why else all of this hold up? Now, let's just get what feels like it would be a contradictory sentiment, but let's just see. The Divine Mother's love. If we don't trust our divine connection, we can feel like a lost child, uncertain, insecure, and afraid. Yet when that child knows that the mother is always there, waiting, naturally stepping in when needed, but otherwise trusting in the child's ability to live his own life, then getting lost for a time is just part of the adventure. It's not frightening, it's freeing. And there we go. That is why, like I was saying, that is why Empress, this High Priestess energy, this Gaia, this grandmother spider, Kali, Hecate, whoever you identify, Oshun, yes, Yamaya. Although I realize some are recognized, well, I don't know that I'd recognize any of them as a goddess anyway, and I know Oshun and Yamaya I'm not supposed to. But let's just say this Mother Earth, yeah? So she is holding back. Thank you. Thank you for that affirmation. Like I said, what did we say? The affirmation, so that this queen knows for herself, right? This queen can reflect on what this King of Swords isn't speaking anymore, or, yeah. What came through, so that this, right? So that this Queen of Pentacles, you become Queen of Pentacles, with all of your balance and intuition and your victory. But it's yours. Like, it's difficult, right? It's still shared. It's that Six of Pentacles thing that needs to happen. Yeah. Like I was saying, that understanding between the two of you. so that you have clarity and ownership, right? That entrepreneurial sense of it's yours. What more is there to say? What more is there to say? No, she's here. She's here. She's here. She's here right now. She's speaking to you right now, Sagittarius. Speaking to you right now. She's here. Okay. I'll be back soon, Sagittarius. Much love.